Hey y'all, it's Mel Morris back for your 5-card tarot spread. And this week we have the new moon that is happening in just a couple of days. And it's the new moon in Aquarius. So this is going to be a really good time to find your people, to find people that are like you, because you're not like anybody else. You are meant to be unusual, especially if you are an Aquarius. You are meant to be different and unique and special. And this time, this new moon, as we're growing our intentions, and there'll be a whole video you can watch about this, but this time really is about finding your folks, finding your people, right? Making plans to be around more like-minded people who can help you grow. And we are also about to end out of Mercury retrograde this week on the 3rd. And so again, a great time for kind of new beginnings, starting to get that communication going again. So keep all those things in mind this week as we pick our 5 cards. So, all right, let's get started with our spiritual connection card, and that is the 8 of Wands. Next, our health and happiness. That is the 3 of Swords. Next, for our love and relationships, we've got our 5 of Cups. Next, for business and career, we've got the Justice card. And let's give a double cut here for our overall card. We've got the Emperor. All right, So this week feels a little earthier, if you will. Last week kind of felt a little cold, like more about being in our heads. The energy generally of these cards feel a little bit more grounded, still feel a little like we're still working through some things. So let's start with the 8 of Wands in our spiritual connection. And it looks like this week, the last couple of weeks, we've been putting in a lot of work to work on ourselves spiritually, connecting within. And this week feels like we're really going to just take off. You're really going to feel a difference this week. Like you really can trust yourself. You really can listen to yourself and just go, just keep moving. I mean, the 8 of Wands always feels like a really great just action moving forward. So keep doing what you're doing, stay on the path. You're being a hero to yourself. All right, let's move on to our health and happiness card. And so here we've got the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords can be about betrayal, can be about hurt and heartbreak. I feel, especially given what we pulled last week, it feels like more of a betrayal of the mind, more of a betrayal of what you thought was happening, and you're upset with yourself perhaps about getting pulled into feeling a certain way when you maybe told yourself, I don't want to do this again. But there is a light that comes from burning shit down, right? There is this energy that comes forth, this knowing that comes forth when you have to be on the other side, right? Because you've burnt something down, because you've closed the door. Even if it didn't feel great at the moment, there is this beauty and this knowledge that comes afterwards. And I feel like we're right in the midst of that this week, that, there's a certain amount of darkness and kind of shadow work that you might need to do right now, but you can start to see the light on the other side of that. So, don't be disheartened. Again, things are starting to move, I think, a bit more quickly for the year, but things are starting to move. So, all right, so for our love and relationships, we have the 5 of Cups. Now, 5 of Cups is giving me kind of the same 3 of Swords vibe this week as far as our connections to other people. But for me, this 5 of Cups really feels like there are people you need to let go of. I mean, there are a couple people you need to hang on to, and there's a bunch of people who've been lingering, who maybe haven't really supported you, haven't really encouraged you, haven't really made you their priority. And now is the time that you're recognizing that it's okay. It's okay that, those people have kind of fallen off. It feels like on their own, but you may have been spending a lot of time concerning yourself about it, and I feel bad that I'm not closer to this person and that person. But the people that you need to hold close, that are best for you right now, you have right there with you. And the other folks, they either came and went because they were only there for a season, or at this moment in time, they're not what is best for you. They're not where you need to focus your energy right now. So keep that in mind this week, to, just stop stressing about all the people who are not around anymore and focus on the folks who are. All right. Next, we have our business and career card, and here we have the Justice card. Now, what really draws my attention this week is that kind of bitten pomegranate, if you will, and that she's holding in her left hand. And it feels like, that is kind of a symbol of fertility and in some spaces knowledge, but it feels like you've gotten a taste of being fruitful, of using your knowledge, your connection, your greatness. You've gotten a taste of what that feels like, the power of that for yourself within your business or at work. And it feels good. It feels like, again, we've spent the last couple of weeks kind of back and forth with work related issues, but this feels like you are really starting to feel stronger in who you are within your business. You're finding that balance. You're finding what's meant for you and what's not meant for you. And you're showing up, right? You're showing up more for yourself. So keep doing that. Keep showing up more authentically, because it's your knowledge, it's your power that got you here. So keep using it. Okay, last but not least, our overall card is the Emperor card. And, this kind of balances out, sums up, if you will, the idea of burning shit down to find who you are, to find your strength. The Emperor card is about partly creating structure, but more about kind of leading people, leading situations with that inner strength that you have, the masculine qualities that you have. So pushing forward, again, projective, not receptive energy like feminine energy is. Regardless if you identify as male or female, that doesn't have anything to do with it. We all have feminine and masculine qualities. And so this masculine quality of putting yourself out there, doing the things that need to be done, stepping forward, again, just kind of comes through. And sometimes that means, again, I'm going to say burning shit down. Sometimes that means ending things that are not working, right? Cutting down what it hasn't been working for you, what's not serving you, and standing strong in that, knowing that you've done this for a reason. This is going to help you move in the future, and just being totally confident in that, just knowing that, yeah, this is what I need to do. It feels like this week that there are decisions you've maybe been putting off that are best for you, things that you need to do for you to be the best version of yourself, to show up for yourself. It feels like this is really the time for you to just stand in that power, stand in that greatness, and really show up for yourself.